Morning, Aaron. All right, we got some catch up to do. We got some catch up to do. Oh, yeah, whatever. We'll use this chart. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Hey, good morning. Hey, Sniper. Good morning, man. I heard you had like surgery. I hope you're better. I hope you're more better. Um, so like just standing out and looking at the daily chart here, um, like to me, this and this are the main things that are going to keep us from this, right? So we it seems like we got a little bit of turbulence out of this so far, but the way that the structure presented like locally on the lower time frames wasn't a bearish presentation. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't a bearish presentation. Let's go down to like maybe the 5 minute. Um, so, price taps into supply, and then does the not bearish thing, right? Comes straight up and then just sort of rolls down, rolls down, rolls down, rolls down, and then interacts with demand, and off of demand, it breaks a little bit, break a little something, break a little something. So what's the plan here? We're going to take another run at that high? I'm interested. I'm interested. The leg is definitely overextended. I will say that we've gotten some decent mitigations on the way up. Um, yeah, we've gotten some decent ones, right? This mitigating this, this mitigating this, this wick right here, mitigating this guy or sweeping all that liquidity, this wick right here, sweeping all of its prior liquidity. Um, Mitigations have been pretty good. I would say price is still a little bit overextended. I mean, what are we up from the low? It's got to be pretty significant by this point. Yeah, 27%, 28% or whatever from the low. Um, I would argue that it's probably going to be due for some retracement. But of course, it's Friday, right? Market's going to close, and it's just going to get a little quiet over the weekend. But weekends have been volatile lately as well. Can you even Sniper? Can you even like I don't know? Maybe it's just my exchange, but I feel like HNT has never been available to me for leverage trading. That's what I feel like, but I could be tripping. Um, do, 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 do. Um, so anyways, moral of the story is, that's not the right thing. That ain't it. I am looking for, yeah, I'm interested here. I'm interested just to run back up to that high there. I just don't know if we're gonna get it. Like, why are we coming back around to this low already? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? I got to figure that one out still. We will take a peek at or I'll take a peek at HNT with you. Uno momentos. Just trying to think, get calibrated. I was too busy yesterday to really be out here, out here in the streets with y'all. So I got to get some catch up. That's interesting. Oh, it's a little interesting piece of price action there. Hey, how you guys been doing, man? You guys been doing okay this week? You guys been getting some of them gains? Some of them are gains. Bum, 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 bum. Well, while we're waiting for paint to dry, I'm going to go back out to do the chart here real quick. I think I posted this, I believe, the other day, but prices. If we look at it from the entire giant range we've been stuck in for whatever fucking year, some bullshit. Um, we've made a significant retrace into it. I want to see what we pulled off between that high and the low. I have not checked that. Um, yeah, so that's interesting to me. So we're up over 50% on that. Yeah, interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Hmm. I mean, I had a lot of places that like a lower high could have necessarily presented. This is really my highest point for a lower high on a flow that looks, something like this break. That's one shot down, all bearish candles. Um, yeah, that kind of makes it does kind of make sense for a lower high. I don't know how I feel about that though. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about that. I guess what I meant to say though is that like even though this would be like the last place that I think we could put in a lower high for a equal or lower low. Um, we've built some good support underneath us now. We swept all the liquidity out from the bottom of the range. We've mitigated some in some areas that we hadn't done in like a lot of time. Um, this to me is a pretty healthy place for continuation. I mean, like, if let me just put it this way: if taking out all of this stuff and finally coming down for lower mitigations of shit that's been sitting there for a long, long time, if that is not enough to take us back up to this, dude, I don't know what is. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what is. If this isn't enough, then I fear dramatically lower is what it's gonna take. Like down in the 30s. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I do. Yeah, I feel like it's down there because to me this is nothing but liquidity right there. I got no support in that area. We've got a little bit right down here, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that it's time to challenge the fucking all-time high. That's what I think. That's just what I think. So coming back in locally, let me get some of these fucking drawings off because I made my chart a mess. Bum, 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 bum. Interesting. Let me step out. Let me look at the 15. I mean, are we going to break something externally? I wonder if we're going to break this low. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Dude, and for me, the two scalp longs this morning, Luke, not bad. Um, not bad, not bad. Better than I did. I did fucking no trades this morning. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. This is a, you know, price kind of comes up and does its little roll over here, traps some traders down there, flips structure, comes up, and then we enter a very aggressive leg yesterday. Yeah, if we lose that leg, like, man, we could come. Just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm not gonna lie. I said it before. I'll say it again. I struggle. I personally struggle when we come down like this and then just have an aggressive run up, leaving the low unchallenged. It's just tougher territory for me. But nobody wants to hear me bitch and whine about that, right? Let me take a peek at HNT because I think I need to give my brain a break on that. Maybe come back to it with a fresh set of eyes. HNT is winding you up, you say. HNT. Do I not even have it in my shit anymore? I think I don't. Oh, here we go. HNT. HNT. What's got you wound up on HNT? I mean, it looks good. Looks good. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I mean, this coming back down and tapping that prior to a run up to crack that high, like that's a good look to me. What do you mean by HNT is winding you up? Hey, top of the morning, Alex. How the heck are you, buddy? I bet you've had a good week. I bet you had a good week. Man, I don't know. Like, I'm assuming you don't want to long that thing. I guess I'm just making an assumption. Um, yeah, I guess I'm just making an assumption. So if you don't want to long it, right here, boom, down. I wonder what you mean about that thing. I don't think doing well. Doing well, my man. Another day. Um, yeah, I wonder what you're thinking about HNT. I'm not seeing anything on here. Yeah, Alex, I'm doing decent, man. I'm doing decent. I don't see anything in this right here that makes me absolutely want to trade this. I mean, like if we lost that, that would be my exception. What are we on the? That's yeah. I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. If we, I just don't love the valley. This last leg here, prior to interaction with that high, that dip down makes it just makes me nervous about shorting it. That makes me nervous about shorting it. But I guess I would say if you lost that, um, yeah, you might be able to run it back down to something like that. Maybe it's probably a similar type of area to where BTC put in its daily order block. Um, Man, I wish I would, Alex. I wish I would have caught your live this morning. I was busy drinking coffee and stuff. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because I want to know what you're looking at. This is a very interesting area. Got a tight. Oh, and good morning, reefers. Tight SL on 10x. So you are gonna long that thing, huh? I mean, H&T is an odd one. I've looked at it quite a few times over the year. I'm not going to claim I ever got the pulse on it, but I like part of me would suspect that if you can get good initiation above here, that you're going to retrace to the scene of the crime, and then you're going to come for these guys. It would just make the most sense to me. Initiate, mitigate, continue, right? Like, I don't know. I guess for whatever it's worth, bro, I'm just saying watch out for this leg. Watch out for the potential of an initiation above this high and some sort of mitigation back in. Just watch out. I would say watch out for that guy. That's just what I think. I don't know. When am I getting text messages from random numbers? Who gives a shit about that? Okay. BTC. I, man, what a bummer. Because I was like, I didn't stream yesterday, so I was hoping to come on and, I don't know, have some fucking decent to share. But this just looks bullish to me. It does not look bearish to me. It just looks bullish. It's in an odd spot, also being kind of, just at the it's kind of approaching equilibrium, which I think is, doesn't do me any good because we, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, whether I'm going to come from the top of the range or from this high, I'm going to say that's pretty close to equilibrium, which is it's a tough place for me. I really want this. That's really ideally what I want. That's what I want, and I may have to wait some time to get it. Bum, 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 bum. I'm not, dude. I'm just really not seeing a whole lot of hoopla on the Bitcoin chart to talk about today. Uh, yeah, dang it. Tisk, tisk, Bitcoin, tisk, tisk. What are you doing? It just says it wants to go back up. I mean, it doesn't like say it like locally. Here was like a, maybe sort of, but then it ultimately came back for the low. Maybe I need a blank chart. I'm beginning to think I need a blank chart here. What the hell is this? Bing X? We'll work. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Flicker through some time frames here and see if how am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. This is just not making sense to me. Maybe it wants a piece of that. But see, I don't particularly, man. I'm going to guess Alex served you way better this morning than I am currently. Yeah, I'm going to guess that. I'm going to guess that that's the case because this, ain't gonna lie, looks confusing to me, and you don't hear that from me often, right? You don't hear that from me often. Um, I just want to try and see if we can identify all of our unmitigated sort of order blocks or demand and see what structure would even break. Yeah, see, it wouldn't. That's why this chart is a difficult read right now because you could come in and mitigate this for a higher high. You could come all the way down and mitigate this for a higher high. And you're really not breaking any structure in doing so. That leg yesterday was so aggressive that yeah, you wouldn't even have to break structure to come back down for a mitigation on either of those. So the only remaining question for me is this going to hold price up or is it going to be one of the lower two? Lower the better. I'll tell you that much. Lower the better. And then that presents like it's just a double-edged sword because it's like okay, so if you're going to mitigate down to here or down to here, then how are we going to ride a short down to there? And there's nothing I love right in here. There's zero things I love in here to put a short on. There's nothing like outside of the high itself, and my gut tells me um, we're not coming up there. Man, no, I got like yeah. See, for me, that's the only place I could. That's the only place I could short right now. That's it. There's too many dollar signs stacked up right here. Yep, there's too many dollar signs stacked up right there. I can only short here or up higher or until we have further structure. No, it's still here. We'll all be a monkey's uncle. That is just an unfortunate chart. That is an unfortunate chart. For me, that is an unfortunate chart. Let's see, where to WAP at? Okay, that's not helping me. What is this? Oh, it's because it's Bing X. Let's go back over to Bybit. No, see, it still just makes the most sense to continue right out of here. I can't unsee that. This is going to be one of those times where I'm just stupid wrong, huh? 'Cause, 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 huh? ' This volume on sellers, 7K, 2K. Hum. Humma. Don't do this often. This is because this thing's got me a little tripped up right now. It's not a hateful look. Not a hateful look. Well, should probably see if anybody has any questions because I am running out of shit to talk about. Let's see here. Short of the top. Short of the top when I hit daily resistance. Gotcha. Morning easy. Well, Luke, I don't know. See, the market doesn't look too indecisive for me. It doesn't look too indecisive. It looks like it has a direction in mind, and that direction is up at the moment. Okay, well, you know what? I do have some other things I want to talk about, or I want to go back and just dissect the leg. It's, if nothing else, for educational purposes. Um, where's the chart I'm going to use? Binance. Can I use like a perpetual chart? That would make me feel better. Yeah, we'll use this one. We'll use this one. I guess I don't need to delete all that. Bum. Only decent trade I got this week was uh, the only decent one was really this one yesterday. That sweep of the low of the range, that one was pretty decent. I totally shit the bed on that one. I just missed it. I just missed it. I was busy at the time, and missed it. But that was the area in which I said, God, if you go back to my stream of like, I can't remember what it was. It wasn't Tuesday this week. I wonder if it was Tuesday last week, where I was saying, I was cautioning. Let me get this box off of here. This is just going to mess me up. I was cautioning I was cautioning both this short. Where is it? This one, and yeah, I was cautioning that short, saying, hey, if it comes back down into here and flips structure, um, watch out, right? And sure enough, we had a nice little accumulation there, and it flipped structure. Uh, I don't know. It's in all reality, guys. I don't know if you want to go back through that leg of price. It might be boring as fuck for you guys, so I don't know if I'm going to necessarily do it, but. Um, that was a decent one. Let me just put it that way. That was a decent one, and this guy here was good. You got barely any of a retest off of that. It was almost nothing. Um, that was a nice one, but what does that matter, right? Oh, that was a nice one. What does that matter if we can't trade that now, though, right? Um, Dude, this is odd for me. I'm not gonna lie. I can normally come to a Bitcoin chart and put on multiple ideas, multiple ideas, and I'm struggling. So I'm gonna just force myself to do it. Not, and we're gonna move on because I don't want to waste anybody's time. Uh, so, like I said, I would short the high with the proper confirmations. Yeah, I'd love to see. I mean, yeah, yep. I would short that. Give me a 5 minute structure flip up there. I'll short that. So let's put that one on there as an idea. And I would just target back down to wherever this low had formed. Um, it's just unfortunate here because at this point you got to come all the way back up and knock this guy out for a market structure confirmation, and that's going to shit all over your risk to reward. Because if you hop in there and even try and cover that low with a targeted back to that high, you're only going to be risking a dollar to gain a dollar. That's very unfortunate, even though I feel like that is where price is going next. Um, I guess I just my bones tell me that. I don't. There's nothing of this leg right here that says that gives me confidence that's going to happen. I think it's just more of this external market structure here. Um, I think that's what's really giving. Tell my bones are saying it makes more sense to go up than it does down at this point. Um, another long I'm 100% interested in is going to be, uh, yeah, it's going to be this guy. Definitely, absolutely, 100% interested in that. And it's going to need to be this top section. It's going to need, yeah, it's going to need to be this top section. So really, I would probably refine that to this area right here, which means I can adjust that SL. Yeah, something along those because if you lose, really to me, if we lose this low, we're going to fill this gap and then potentially be trading out of an area like that. But yeah, that's it, man. I can't really come up with anything else on there. Be right back. Yeah, and how the hell is it Friday already? What's up with that? What is up with that? All right, let's maybe do a couple more coins because yeah, Bitcoin's in a frustrating spot for me, and I quite frankly I don't want to talk about it anymore. Guys, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about Bitcoin anymore. Can we talk about something else? Let's go look at the fucking DXY or some shit. Um, oh yeah, what's up with this guy? I'm gonna have things to say about INJ next week. I think I'm going to have some things to say about INJ. What the hell happened with Dixie this week? I don't even know if I've looked at that chart. Okay, yeah, so still kind of waggling its ass back up to supply. Uh, Sounds about right. Cool. How's the big caps doing? Yeah, Apple coming up out of demand. That seems about right. Where is the S&P? How we doing over there? Oh God, that has a shit leg to overcome. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal, y'all. I mean, yeah, ES is in demand. But dude, that's in a. I don't like that. I don't like that. You're gonna fill that gap up. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny because as much as I was saying, oh, Apple looks like it's coming right out of demand the way it should. I don't disagree with that, but it could roll over from here. It could. Interesting. Okay, so back to that ES chart though. Go up to the 4 hour. Ooh, ooh, ugh. Man, I don't know. I don't know about that. Fuck, the S&P might be in trouble. I mean, it's like I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. We really don't have. Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of failure on that low. This is the daily chart, but if you go up to, yeah, if you go up to weekly, you still have a valid weekly market structure point there. We still have early signs of failure on that, um, indicating weakness on the high still. So I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I don't know, man. Eh. Locally, she look a little green in the gills. What else I want to look at? NQ and Nvidia. How's the old Nasdaq and the Nvidia is holding up? Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. That looks a lot like the S&P. Arr. I don't love that, guys. I don't love that. I don't love that. I don't love that. Nvidia. I wish I had all the missing fucking candlesticks. I ain't paying for that shit. Ain't gonna happen. But I wish I had all these missing candlesticks. That'd be cool. I think this looks way healthier than the S&P and the Nasdaq does, uh, and Apple. Even with all the missing candlesticks, I'm still gonna make that statement. I think that looks much healthier. Please share your thoughts on. I gotta. Is that B&B and Soul? Hold on. I'm doing wrong things here. Where and now I lost my chat. Cool. Bear with me here. Sometimes in OBS, I click a wrong button and my chat just fucking disappears, and I don't care enough to learn how to fix that. So, oh, okay, B&B and Soul. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Let's do that. That'll be entertaining because this right now, for me personally, it's not. Uh, all right, so let's start off on B&B. Yeah, bro, we probably got to delete a lot of this shit. Let's say goodbye to all that. Let's say goodbye to all that. Let's get cleaned up here. Why that high? Yeah, no, nobody cares about that. That's like previous all time high from like way over there. It's already been interacted with. I don't care about that anymore. Let's hop back up to that one. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Bro, it's like the same presentation as fucking Bitcoin right now. I mean, oh, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold please. So I like where it landed ultimately. I really do like that about it. But there's a very different thing about this chart versus the Bitcoin chart. You see, that high has already been touched. That is not the case on the Bitcoin chart. That high is still intact. This high, this high being touched by this high really validates this as a strong low right here. And whereas a lot of other charts really SFP'd its strong low. God damn, no, I guess that's close. That's close. It's still the same presentation because everybody could fucking derivatives, bro. Fuck everything up. Um, I'm not gonna lie, man. That concerns me. That concerns me. Yeah, it just gives me Model 2 distribution vibes, and then so I go, okay, so I don't love this last point of supply. You really got to get creative with that. This being your one, two, three, right? Your one, two, three. I don't love that. I don't love that. That's not picture perfect. I might be on a different time frame. I don't care enough to go down there, but it's like, if was that the target? Was that the target already, and have we already achieved that? B&B, B&B. What are you doing, B&B? Dude, it just, I can't give you any different information. You could literally rewatch anything I blabbed about on BTC and apply it to this. Um, it's the exact same chart, in my opinion. I don't see a single difference. I really don't. Nope, nope, I don't. I do not see a difference between these charts. If you could have blindfolded me and pulled it off and been like, do Bitcoin TA, I would have been like, okay, yeah, this looks like Bitcoin to me, man. That looked like Bitcoin to me. So let's go look at Sol because BNB, I got nothing. No, I got nothing on it, guys. I got nothing. I'm not going to say I do when I don't. And watch Sol be in the same fucking position. Guys, I'm letting you down today. Oh, hold please. Soul might be the more interesting might be the more interesting one. Yeah, that did look funny as shit, didn't it? Yeah, see, it's like, is it gonna want to hold? Is it gonna want to hold the low, the initial low that it set here? No, probably not. So this one's a bit different because this one did break the 15-minute, right? This one did break 15-minute structure, right? It did kind of break your 15-minute low right there. So is it going to come down, fill this fair value gap? I'll tell you if it does, I'm 100% interested in that zone. I would absolutely be interested in that zone on Sol. Yeah, that was. Where's? Hold on. I need to see something really quick. Let's go to a little side by side, and we put Bitcoin up against this thing because what's the one I want? Whatever. We'll work with that. No, it's not what I want. It's not what I want. Very different. Oh yeah. Yeah, Sol's in a bit more of a bearish position than BTC. I don't know if you should necessarily give that any credence, but it's in a little bit more of a bearish position. Sol actually formed a top. It formed some manner of top here, right? And that's this guy on in yeah, Bitcoin didn't do that. It did not come up. No, it did not. It just didn't do that. It just didn't do that. But I don't know if I would really give much weight to that. I can 100% see that low holding, and I can absolutely see that demand holding and coming back up here and smacking that guy. It is in supply. Okay, all right. I need to stop being a bitch and commit to some stuff. We're gonna commit to some stuff on here, not on the BNB chart because yeah, I mean the BNB chart it would literally be the same trades I planned on Bitcoin. So I'm not gonna bother with that. What, dude? What am I? Come on. I'm holding the. I swear to God, I'm holding the right button down. What? Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's get this cleaned up. Let's get this cleaned up. I would still long 147. I would still long in that area. Drive that up to that high. We have coming in here. If we can do this right here, I would long that up to the high too. And I will arbitrarily, I mean, like legitimately, guys, if you guys have been following my TA for a long time, you probably know this already. I will always arbitrarily put a short position on a high and a long position on a low. Just any chart, anytime, arbitrarily, I will do this. So that would, for now, just come back down to there. But I'm not going to lie; those are the only three things I would be looking at on Sol. I really wouldn't. Are there trades? Here's the thing to mention, guys. Like, are there trades to be had outside of the highs and the lows and the supply and demand I look at? Of fucking course there are, man. Y'all see everybody in the Discord fucking smashing all kinds of things, right? I get that there are plenty of other opportunities outside of these. This is just for me, for my style of trading. This is what I consider to be higher confluence trades. Higher, or I don't even, confluence isn't the right word. Higher probability. For me, this is higher probability stuff. Um, and so that's why, that's what I mark. That's just what I mark. Cool. Well, okay, we did Soul and B&B. What else did I miss? I have to bounce later. Thanks, Aaron. Couldn't be a spring. Luke, you got to let me know. You missed my request. Oh, Ton. Oh, Ton. No problem, bro. I got Ton for you. I haven't looked at that in like so long. I don't even know if I have it on a watch list. Oh, I do. Been a long time since I looked at this one. Daily Bybit Perpetual. Okay. I mean, that's really unfortunate that it didn't sweep that low. It'd be cool if there was an exchange that it did sweep that low on. Okay, so let's get calibrated here. I don't like that. I don't like. Hold on, I gotta check some other charts. I don't like that it didn't sweep that. That's not. No, I don't love that. I just don't love it. No. Spot. No. How do I have more TA on that chart than anything else? Phoenix. I don't know. Fucking no. OKX. Fuck no. The answer is no. The answer is no. Nobody fucking took that low. Um, that's sus. I think that is suspicious. Um, yeah, I think that's sus. I do. Okay, so let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Quick break. Uh, okay, here. I should sleep more. It's probably good for you. I should do that. I should sleep more. I bet I'd be better at this if I fucking slept more. Um, I'll say this: if you're following the structure down, which broke, um, if you are going to put in a lower high for a lower low, it's here. It's here. If you're going to do it, it's here. Obviously, you have that same daily order block that, everything is just trading in giant fractals and all looks the same with each other. You got that giant demand block down there, daily demand block down there to stop you from achieving that low. But if you're going to put in a lower high for a equal or lower low, uh, it's got to be here. It has to be here. Um, yeah, if it ain't here, it ain't nowhere, man. If it ain't here, it ain't nowhere. Yeah, I'll say if we turned around right from here and lost this low, this would be target one, and I'd be aggressive on my take profit. I would be aggressive on that, like 75% probably, if you could get that. And then yeah, and then look to fill the gap, and probably look to long in there. I would also look to long in there, even though I said if we were going to put in a lower high for an equal or lower low, it would be here. I This is on almost every chart right now, and yeah, I will look along these areas on every single chart you can show me. Matter of fact, I challenge anybody to find me a chart that doesn't have that area on there. Luke, I appreciate that, man, and that's why I do it, dude. That's why I do it because it just takes a lot of the noise out. It takes a lot of the noise out. Now there are times where market structure where like, some of the other strategies would get you some trades or some nice trades that like market structure has a hard time with. To me, it's just such a less noisy way to look at everything. Um, and the signals that I do use, I don't know, they just work a little bit better. They just work a little bit better for me, than trading a standard, just like divergence or whatever. There's 100,000 strategies out there. What did I want to look? I wanted to look at the oscillators. Uh, yeah, I mean you're diving out on that high too, but that's one of those things where, oh man, it's bit me in the ass too many times. It's bit me in the ass too many times. I can't buy a knife and trade a div like that. No, I can't do it. I mean, I can do it. I just choose fucking not to do it. Um, all right, so Bitcoin, what the hell are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? You gonna be dumb? You gonna be all dumb, Bitcoin? Probably. All right, guys. Where was the chart that I put some positions on? Here we go. Probably this guy. Okay, so I'll give you I'm gonna give you a third idea because I really don't have much to recap. I would be looking to short this high. I'd be looking to long at 57,223 if we can get a confirmation. Here's the only other thing I'm going to give you. Consider this my recap, and then I'm going to go on with my day. If this leg continues to crawl down just like this and flips bullishly, that's a long for me. That is a long for me. It does not have to achieve this or down here. If this leg flips bullishly, we're coming back for all that liquidity. Yeah, so any flip on that leg is a go as far as I'm concerned. Always keep in mind that it is Friday and we are going to be heading into lower liquidity hours later today and throughout the weekend. But yeah, if we, is there, yep, yep, that leg flips. I'm interested. I'm interested. The unfortunate thing would be if it literally flips right here. That would be the unfortunate thing is if it flips there. It would be much better to come down and flip there. Your risk to reward on that is way better. So much better. So this, please. That would be cool. I would much rather have that for a far better risk to reward. Where's the WAP at again? Where did I WAP? Ugh, below it. What was the I think we already smoked the VWAP off the low. Not particularly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What about off of this guy? Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. If this leg flips, I'd try and run it back to 62,706. All right, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna go do some work shit. I'm gonna go do some work shit, man. Go do some working type shit. Yeah, Luke, I'll agree with you on that too. It did improve my risk to reward as well. As long as once you get a feel for how the internal structure flows relative to the external structure and like your lower time frame stuff, yeah, you can get some nice risk to reward. Oh, you know what I should do before I leave? I should set some fucking alerts, huh? That would make sense. I'm gonna put one at 58,190. I'm gonna put one on the high up here. Slap an alert up there as well. And let's see, what else do I want to do? I'm going to put an alert right here on this low. And the purpose of this alert right here on the low, the reason I want that alert is because if it goes off, then if this alert triggers, like let's say price comes down here and this alert triggers, then I'm going to place another alert on its last high and see if it comes back and breaks it. Yeah, so that's the purpose of this alert. This alert is to tell me to add another alert to my chart. That's what that is for. And have a good Friday, man. I'm out of here. Deuces. Sorry for the lame stream. Sorry.